What is going on, guys? This is Ani Mana, Director of Basketball for Athlete.ai, and welcome to another episode of the Player Spotlight Series. In this episode, we're going to talk about someone that announced in August that he was classing up to the 226 class from 227, and that's Baba Oladotun out of Maryland. Baba is someone that was ranked number one in 227, but is he number one in 226? I'm going to give my thoughts later on in the episode about that, but a little bit about Baba. He goes to James Hubert Blake High School out of Maryland. He played for Team Durant in the EYBL, and he's someone that media, scouts, and college coaches have known of since middle school. And now that Baba's classing up to 226, he's going to be a priority for Blue Bloods and other just high-level, high-major programs. So I'm excited to see like where he goes, where his family feels like it's the right fit, and where his development goes now. So a little bit about Baba and his game, right? As we get in here, he's 6'8", 6'9". He has a good length, nothing crazy, but just solid length. But he rebounds well. He has a high motor. He has really good positional size for a wing, right? He can score it out in the perimeter. Even though his three-point shooting percentages aren't great, I do think there's a lot of upside with his shot. Just with the mechanics and the touch that he has. He's someone that can do a lot of self-creation. As you see here, he can handle it. He uses hesitations. He'll use spins. And he can play make, as we're going to see here, as he finds the low man. I talked about Baba and just his upside. I mean, I really think he's someone that can play make and create because he generates a lot of gravity when the ball's in his hands, right? And he just makes the simple reads, right? And when he's in like in a catch and drive situation, he's going to find the guys on the corner on the wing for the shot. But I really do like how his handle is, how he can create his own shot, how he can rise above defenders and score. And I do like how he uses spin just to kind of create that like angle to get to the rim and score. Baba just someone that has just kind of started to figure it out as games like go by. I remember when he decided to play 17U because originally he was playing 16s in the spring. He was struggling trying to kind of get his rhythm, right? But then like in the first half of the 3-point wasn't going in, he was getting to the rim, he was finishing, he was posting up, he was getting offensive rebounds. So one thing I like about Baba is that he eventually just figures out how to be effective in games. But for someone like him, he does play with a high center of gravity. He does need to get stronger. But now that he classed up, he is relatively young for his class now. And I do think there's a lot of muscle you can put onto him that won't affect his athleticism. But it's just someone like him, now that he's in 226, I think On Three had him 13. 247 has him 8. For me, I have him number 3. I'm higher than most on this because there's no one in 226 that has his size and has his skill, his touch, and that upside. So I think Tyron Stokes 1, Jordan Smith 2, and I really do feel like Baba is number 3 in that class because with the production, he did average 3 points, almost 6 rebounds, and almost 2 assists a game playing 17s in EYBL. And I do think there's just a ton of upside. He has a high ceiling, and I think he's just going to get better and better. As I talked earlier, he's someone that just figures out how to impact games and someone that doesn't need a play drawn for them. He can just figure it out on his own. He has a high motor and he can just do so much on the court. Is really, really impressive. And I think defensively, I do believe because he plays with a high center of gravity offensively, you do see that defensively. And he can kind of get burned on switches to guards. But once he gets his footwork right, he plays lower. He figures out the angles better. He's going to be a switchable defender. He's going to be someone that can grab, push the ball up the court, make plays for others, make plays for himself. And that's just what makes him really lethal. So I definitely want everybody that if you haven't seen Baba play, go see him play because you're not going to be disappointed. Again, I appreciate everyone that is a premium subscriber to the Athlete.ai app. And instead of just listening to me just talk about players all day, and I appreciate that you do that, create your own narrative as well. And the Athlete.ai app can help you do that. Have a good day, y'all.